Right, welcome back everybody. Child Protection Week. It was launched on Sunday in Kokstad by the Department of Social Development, and this annual event is held under the theme Working Together to Protect Children. It is a period in which all of us could ensure that children are protected from all forms of abuse, neglect and exploitation. Joining us in studio to talk more about this, we've got Edwin Mutambanengwe. Is this correct?
Mutambanengwe.
Got it. It's like written over 3 lines. That's why it got me for a second. Thank you so much for joining us. He's a social worker at the Foster Care Child Welfare. Thank you very, very much. We were talking a bit earlier. It's a different theme, but in terms of child protection. Just very quickly, what do you make of these travel laws? Do you think this is going to assist in protecting our children?
I think it is going to assist very well, especially when you look at child trafficking, and there's massive cases of child trafficking that are happening in and around the borders. So the fact that children have to travel with those documentation and that their parents have to be aware that they're traveling, I think it's very important. It sets very good parameters for the protection of children.
Okay, good. Well, you talk about the parameters and the strides in protecting our children. How far have we come? Is it working in South Africa?
I think we've come a very long way, but the good news is that South Africa is really making good strides in protecting children. If you look at the targets that were set as with regards to the Millennium Development Goals and how South Africa is making strides towards achieving those, we can say that South Africa is really making good progress in terms of reduction of poverty, reduction of malnutrition, increase of children that are getting enrolled in education, children that are also accessing the grants like the child support grant and the foster care grants. I think we're making good progress.
Yeah, but when we look at some issues like child abuse and child rape, and there are some areas that need so much more work.
True. We wake up every day to find out that there is a child who's raped. There are children who are dying. In some instances, those could have been prevented. But we cannot overrule the fact that there is a lot of child welfare organizations, civil society, the government that are doing all they possibly can to raise awareness in terms of child protection, and that the community is responsible to really harness the communal obligation, the community obligation to protect children.
In terms of community awareness within communities, how big is it? I mean, how much help is there and assistance from government for these communities that perhaps don't have the resources that other communities are fortunate to have?
Yes, so government is directly involved through the use of the social workers, as well as the partnership, which is the civil society and organizations like my organization, Job at Child Welfare, where we have got programs that really create awareness. And we work with traditional leaders, we work with celebrities, we work with professionals, we work with law enforcement agents, and we also work with individuals and families to try and create awareness. We go about looking for prospective foster parents and caregivers for children, and we work with those hand in glove to spread the message that, you know, a child is everyone's child. My child is your child, and it's the responsibility of everyone to protect children. And we really need resources to spread out this message. And we also need to go through the TV, through the radio, through newspapers, you know, to create such kind of awareness. But we are making really good progress, I must say, even though a lot more can be done.
All right, well, let's leave it there for this morning. It's Child Protection Week, Child Protection Month, actually, Child Awareness Month, or Youth Month, I beg your pardon, actually. So what we need to do is ensure the protection of our children. Thank you very much for doing exactly that at Child Welfare. Edwin Matubangwe is a social worker at the Foster Child Welfare here in Johannesburg. So thank you again.
Thank you, sir.
Let's take a break. When we return, we'll bring you the news at 7. Stay tuned.